Bro, one thing about recording yourself is that, like, you're hyper aware of how you look on camera. That sounds so obvious, but really, if you, like, you just have to do it, I guess, to figure it out. Because I wouldn't be wearing a shirt right now if I was just chilling at home. It's still so awkward for me to talk to myself. Anyways, welcome back to the KMP2. KMP2. So I finished taking notes on the first book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and now we're gonna finish the first part of the second book, which is more generalized advice on what you're doing and how you're doing it. And then when we get to on page 78 is where the tidying encyclopedia actually begins, and this is where I'm going to actually begin. So I want to binge this last section here of generalized advice, take notes, review the notes, review the list I made. I made the order that we're going to go in for the categories, obviously, because that's a key part of doing it right. And then we're going to get started. Just previewed the last video I made, and I'm definitely gonna need to flip, because this is how I see myself, this is how I perceive myself. The opposite looks bad. Okay, anyways, let's get into it here. We need to review, I need to record my screen first. Hold on. If I pull up the doc and then start recording this, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So starting here, they should be in sync. Okay. KMP2, this is the note that I was talking about. KMP2 KonMari Method Part 2. So here are my notes on the life-changing magic of tidying up. The first book, it's magic. Okay, maybe I don't have to explain every single one. These are just thoughts I jotted down. It's magic. It's gonna feel magical, right? This whole thing. It's gonna feel like a good personal process to go through, and kind of like, yeah, like I said before, the reasons I'm doing it for. Also, I would like to add a reason. I said, what did I say? I was like, because I went on the trip, because I graduated, and the third reason was like half-assed. It was like because I combined my two rooms into one. I would like to change that last reason or add another reason, which is just that I also want to be more sustainable. It just makes more sense to have less stuff in order to be sustainable, not like over hoard material things and resources from the world. And having less stuff also makes me more agile and able to move. Like, you never know what's gonna happen. So if I have to like move suddenly, having way less things obviously would help with that. So that's like, I don't know, I count that as sustainability, maybe because I can move through the world easier, which is a way to be sustainable. Kind of go with the flow. Anyways, change mindset about what the material things should do for me. So it's like, you have to change my perspective on things. Discarding and storing, those are the only two things you're doing. You're either discarding or you're storing, and you just have to discard first and then you store. Like, this is a good way to simplify it. It's simple, babes. No storage until discarding is finished. Okay. Choosing what to keep versus choosing what to keep, not choosing what to get rid of. So if I decide to get rid of something, I'm choosing what to keep, and it should be very few things. Sorting by category, not place. This makes so much sense to me. I love this part. Take care of my own space fully, because I do share a house with my boyfriend and his father. So it's like, just do your own Marie Konding. I'm gonna have to like draw the lines again. So like last time I didn't really meddle with shared spaces too much, kind of to a point. Like, I tidied them up, I organized them, but I couldn't discard a lot. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do that without their consent, the consent of the people I share the space with. But maybe I can do it a bit more this time, like the kitchen again and some of the bathrooms and stuff. Kind of take a bit more authority there. But anyways, I should take care of my own spaces fully. Not many books will actually be reread. That's just for an advice for the book part. Keep papers in one spot. This is something I don't think I'm doing properly right now. Pursue ultimate simplicity with storage. Yeah, I definitely, yeah. Like, for example, one thing I can think of is, I thought I would like a jewelry box, but I don't like the jewelry box. Need to figure out a way to store my jewelry. Everyone needs sanctuary. I'm in mine right now. The Lego room, studio, gaming room, whatever the hell. Storage should reduce the effort needed to put away, not to take out. Love that. Love thinking about that. Ask your heart what to keep. Ask your house where to store. So, yeah. Did I write it down? Yeah, I got to it later. Vertical storage is key. This is something I've already implemented, but I want to remind myself of it. Revamp your shrine, since you already have one. Yeah, I already have like a shrine upstairs where I meditate. Let's revamp that, because she said you need like a power spot, which I agree with. Or can it be in here, maybe? Thinking. No, it should be upstairs. Okay, yeah, we can get to that when we get to it. Be aware of attachment to the past and fear for the future, right? So present moment is the only thing that is happening. So being aware of anxiety and what is the opposite of anxiety? Attachment to the past. There should be a nicer word for that, because fear for the future is anxiety, right? So attachment to the past, nostalgia, but nostalgia is a good thing. Anyways, being aware of this and coming back to the present moment. Only the present moment should be what is being honored and served and slayed. This is a balancing process. Love that, because I have thought a lot, one thing I like to think about a lot is how life is just about balancing process. So this is just another balancing process. Coming back to the center. And then from the second book, tidying up is confronting yourself, cleaning up is confronting nature. So we're tidying up, we're confronting myself and what it means to have these things and blah, blah, blah. And then if you were to clean, that would be confronting nature. I already clean pretty often. I think I have a good cleaning schedule, but tidying up first will make cleaning even easier. Anxiety arises from not being able to see the big picture. I love this. I think this is a direct quote. I think it is, so I'm not going to put quotes on it. But anxiety arises from not being able to see the big picture. Love that, because anxiety is something I've been like, as I've been getting older, that sounds so annoying, but as I'm getting older, anxiety is something that I've been coming to terms with. And I like this quote because that's really all it is. It's like anxiety only comes from if you're not able to see that everything will be okay. If you see the big picture and realize everything will be okay, everything will be calm, everything will be nothing. Okay, that might cause more anxiety in people. Anyways, if you think about it, like for far future when everything is nothing again, that's very calm and it's fine and it's okay. So anxiety arises from when you're not able to see that far ahead and see the big picture, the simple things, but also the big things. Okay, now I'm kind of going in circles, but anxiety is very much like, oh, I'm not going to be okay in the next day, in the next week. Like, I think if we can step back and see the bigger picture and see how we serve the world and society at large, anxiety can be diminished or like diffused into like imperceptible. But that's a whole philosophical thing I just opened up. Anyways, art museum, it's an art museum. This place is an art museum. If we only have things we love, we increase our value more and more. Because she was talking about like, the things you keep, it's like investing in things you already have kind of. Like if you cherish one piece of art and you keep on passing it generation to generation, it's like a beautiful art museum. And those pieces are so invaluable because they've been around so long and been loved by multiple people, etc. At this rate, her precious mushrooms were going to grow mold. Oh my god, I love this little quote because it's a pun about mushrooms, which are already fungi, growing mold on them. Because this lady she was talking about had a mushroom collection that she just had in a drawer or whatever, and she needed to display it to make a little power spot for her to enjoy her little mushrooms. But I just love this little pun that she added in, like her precious mushrooms were going to grow mold. because mushrooms are already fungi and mold is fungi. Like, how ironic if her precious mushrooms grew mold. That's just a little linguistic thing. That's not really actually a note that's going to help me in my process. Store with built-ins or furniture that sparks the most joy first. Get rid of excess storage furniture. One thing, yeah, so basically use the closet. Like, the closets here do have like shelves in them already and stuff. Not the one upstairs so much, but whatever, we'll see. But if I use furniture that I already have, or furniture that sparks the most joy first, I can get rid of excess furniture. So one thing I can already think of that I'm probably going to get rid of is these gray boxes that I bought from Target that are like typical like file boxes. I'm sure for like, they're like reusable versions of office paper boxes. I don't think I need those at all. Like those probably gonna be gotten rid of. And then storage is like making a gradated rainbow of all your things as the lines between the categories blur slightly and you are giving your things the homes where it feels intuitive and where they connect to themselves just slightly. Love this metaphor of the rainbow part, because I think that is something that I can improve a bit. I think I have things in multiple places where it doesn't allow themselves to merge with their neighbors and create an intuitive flow of all the things I own. Okay, that was the notes that I took. These are the things I'm going to keep in mind. These are the things the main ideas I want to work on while I'm doing the process. So here is the discarding order I came up with. This is based on the first book and the second book. Like, the first book wrote down everything, and the second book improved it via the table of contents, which lists out pretty specifically the categories. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's do clothes first. So clothes, tops, bottoms, haha. Clothes that hang, socks, underwear, bags. So when I put a dash, that means I'm specifying, again, including luggage. Clothing, kimono, other things. I threw in Apple Watch bands here because that's a specific thing. Maybe that should have gone in accessories down here. Specific clothes and shoes. Pretty straightforward. Books. I can only think of books. I don't know. I can't break it down anymore. Papers, course materials, like school papers. Financial papers, warranties, and manuals. I think I did pretty good on this category. I think I have very few, but maybe it's more about the storage for the papers because I think I have them in multiple places. And then kimono, the biggest category by far. CDs and DVDs. What year was this book written in? Because I don't have any. I just put physical media. Oh, I guess I can include video games in here, maybe? Oh yeah, I don't have a gaming section in here. Let me throw in a gaming section. Electronic kimono. Under electronic, I'm gonna add my gaming stuff, like my old DSs and stuff. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Stationery, like including notebooks, electronic kimono, and like folders and stuff. Electronic kimono, that's a big one. Gaming stuff is a subcategory of that. Skincare and makeup, relaxation goods. I'm gonna specify like incense and stuff. Medicines, valuables, sewing materials. I don't think I have any, but anyways. Tools. Yeah, I have some tools. Hobby kimono. I think I've expanded it enough. There are going to be 2 hidden subcategories in here. Y'all will never find the fuck out. Maybe you will. Who knows? Okay, Legos, art and crafting, and collage and stuff. This is almost a subcategory of this one, almost, if you think about it. Because clippings, stickers, stuff like that. Collectibles, besides Legos, I don't really, anyways, just putting all the categories here. Things you kept just because. She kind of threw this in a weird place for me. Maybe this is like a checkpoint. And then bedding, towels, recreational items, seasonal items, emergency supplies, rain gear, kitchen kimono, cleaning kimono, laundry kimono, bathroom kimono. Lots of kimono. But yeah, they're by category. Love that. Sentimentals, I can only think of photos and then letters and cards, which I do have a lot. Can't wait to have less of those. Okay, that's it. Bro, we need to get started. Thank you so much for coming to the library. This is the end of the part 2. Oh my god, am I gonna number them? The episodes of the KMP2 project? KMP2 project. I already put project in there. Oh, no, I didn't. KMP2 project. KMP2 series. This should be number 2. This should be video number 2. Um, so I'm gonna go get started on clothes. Let's do it. Random Monday, time to get started. I'm literally editing this video right now. I just wanted to say, I mean, I feel like I ended it a bit abruptly there, so I just wanted to say thank you for watching. I hope you're liking the series so far. Literally, it having 2 episodes. Yeah, working out. I'm gonna work on the next one right now. That's how you know. Okay, enjoy.